Hi everyone, this is Sarah from WhyKnot Academy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a grammar lesson for you. Let's get started. Grammar is one of the difficult areas when learning the English language. Now, I work with many Hong Kong students. They've started learning grammar since primary schools, if not kindergarten. And yet, when it comes to writing in English, students always make grammatical mistakes, no matter which level they're at. Most of the time, the problem is they translate from their mother tongue directly to English. And since Chinese and English have different sentence structure, different grammar, so today we're going to look at 10 common mistakes that English learners make. See if you can spot the problem in these sentences and identify what grammar item that actually went wrong. Let's see if you also make these mistakes. I'll start you off easy. Can you see what's wrong here? So many students in the hall. One of the students is absent. That's right. The word student should be plural. For number one, so many means it's not only one. And for number two, the phrase one of the also means more than one. Whenever you see this phrase, one of the, always followed by a plural noun. One of the students, one of the teachers, one of the restaurants, etc. So the mistakes made here is to do with singular and plural nouns. Moving on, what do you think? There are many staffs in this company. I have many homeworks to do. That's right, the word staffs and homeworks are wrong. Both of these nouns are actually uncountable, so we don't need the S there. It should be, there are a lot of staff in this company. I have a lot of homework to do. Mini conclusion, pay attention to countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, number 3. What's wrong here? Lessons start at 8 a.m. Mary always sleep late. This problem is believed to be the most difficult to deal with, and remember, for my students, since the Chinese language does not have this particular feature. In English, when the subject is singular, like lesson and Mary, or pronouns like he, she, it, we need to use a singular verb plus s to form what we call a third-person singular verb. So here, it should be lesson starts at 8 a.m. We use present tense to talk about schedule. Number 2, Mary always sleeps late. Again, present tense to talk about general truth. So the grammatical mistakes here is always missing the S in a third-person singular verb. All right, getting harder now. Take a look at these sentences. What's wrong with them? I went to the park and ate with my friends. His work is involving working long hours. Another problem for students is the confusion they have with different tenses. Here, one sentence should be in present tense and the other sentence should be in past tense. Sentence 1 should be in past tense, and so the verb went is correct, but the verb eat is wrong. Both verbs should be in past tense. So instead of eat with my friends, it should be ate with my friends.
The next sentence is expressing a general statement describing his work nature. Present tense should be used instead. The correct version should be, his work involves working long hours.
See if you can spot the mistakes here. I have a good news for you. She hasn't yet gone to the bed. You're good. The problem with these two sentences has to do with articles. In English, articles refer to a and the. We need to add articles a or an in front of countable nouns. For example, a boy, an egg. They're called indefinite articles. We use the definite article the to refer to a specific or particular noun, like the sun. For sentence 1, the noun news is actually uncountable, so we don't need an article here. Just simply, I have good news for you will do. For sentence 2, it's a general statement describing the current state, and we're not referring to a specific bed here, so we don't need to use the definite article, the. So the correct sentence should be, she hasn't yet gone to bed. Another common mistake that many second language learners have. Can you see it here? The boy is bad in mathematics. She excels at foreign languages. That's right. The mistakes is to do with prepositions. There are about 150 prepositions in the English language.
Oh my God!
So it's very natural to get confused with them at times, especially if you're not in an English-speaking environment. I also make mistakes on prepositions as well. The key is to learn phrases that have their own prepositions. For example, interested always followed by in. So interested in, keen on. Now, this is only the tip of the iceberg. When we look at phrasal verbs, it opens another gate of confusions for students. Good at, good for, good with, good in. Oh my goodness, right? Anyway, back to these two sentences. The correct sentence should be, the boy is bad at mathematics. She excels in foreign languages. Moving to the next common mistake. I did very good. He worked hardly. I have to say the first sentence could be really confusing for students because sometimes even native speakers make this mistake in spoken English. Like, how did you do in your exam? I did good.
I did good.
Actually, good is an adjective. Here, we should use an adverb. So the correct sentence should be, I did well. I did very well. For sentence 2, the word hardly means almost not. It has a negative meaning. For instance, I hardly study. It means I almost never study. But here, we should use an adverb. The correct version is, he worked hard. That's right, hard is an adverb, even though it doesn't have the ly, which most adverbs have, so bear that in mind. What's the problem here?
You had better to go now. Let me to tell you something.
That's right, these two sentences have errors to do with to-infinitives in English. After had better, we need a bare infinitive. You had better go now. She had better stop talking. He had better pass his finals. Had better plus bare infinitive. Similar for sentence 2. After the word let, we also use bare infinitive without to. So let me tell you something. Let me do this for you. Let me film this video. So let somebody plus verb plus something. Check out these two sentences. You might not see the problem right away because they seem to have all the right parts in the sentence. Subject, verb, object. What do you think? Another super challenging task in learning English is to be able to use the correct word choice in writing and not to be affected by your own first language, your mother tongue. In Chinese, in particular Cantonese, we literally say the price is expensive. But in English, price is either high or low. The price is high. This bag is expensive. The mistake in sentence 2 is also common for Hong Kong students. Again, we literally say open the TV, open the light to mean to switch something on. But in English, it doesn't work. We can't open a TV, nor can we open an air conditioner. It should be switch on, switch off, or turn on, turn off the TV. Sentence 3, this one is so infamous. I even heard teachers make this mistake. The word back can be a noun, a verb, an adjective, or an adverb. I know, right?
Say what?
Here, we need a verb to mean to return home. So it should be I got back home or I am back home. Back here becomes an adjective. That makes it correct. However, when back is used as a verb, as in I back home, when it's a verb, it means to support. So when I say I back home, it really doesn't make any sense. Okay, last one. Can you identify the problem here? I feel boring. The students are difficult to learn English. If you say both of these sentences have issue to do with adjectives, then you are right. Students writing sentence 1 is confused about adjectives end with ed and ing. In short, we use adjective with ed to describe people and adjectives with ing to describe things. So it should be I feel bored. This book is boring. Sentence 2, another extremely common problem to do with adjectives for ESL learners is that it doesn't match with the English sentence structure. For Chinese students, it makes sense to them to say the students are difficult to learn English. However, in English, we use this sentence structure with adjectives. So it should be, it's difficult for students to learn English. Remember this useful sentence structure. Write it down in your notebook. All right, that's it for today. Let me know in the comment section if you've made any of these mistakes in your writing. Feel free to let me know any other mistakes that you want me to cover in the next video. Check out this grammar video about the differences between begin and start. Keep learning, have fun, and I'll see you next time for another lesson. Have a great day. Bye for now.